Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. This is a week of getting some smaller projects done. Today we're at Ted and Brenda's house. We're turning this into a nice parking pad for them. Every winter this just gets muddy and it tracks into the house. So we're gonna dig this stone out, dig some of this dirt, topsoil, debris, patio stones out, this concrete, make a nice connector pad here to their access ramp. It should be pretty quick digging this out. Steve's back in the dump truck in here in just a couple of moments. Load it right here, right to the street. Nice easy project for us. The guys will be here in about an hour, so I want to have this all ripped out and ready to go. We're going to try and get this poured today. One day on these projects. That's all we're allowed. Or Donna yells at me. What are you doing taking so long? Just kidding. She never yells at me. Up here, Steve's taking this handrail off. We're gonna rip out these steps, these couple of pads, move these and get a nice level walkway, and probably set these put these stones right back in place. So that's okay, they all just go right back together. I'll shut this off and give him a hand, or he's got it. I'm gonna get digging. Okay. That was a tough little corner to jackhammer. Concrete was pretty thick, and it had this old mesh in it, 1.5 inch squares. It just would not let go. Usually bigger wire, you can break it in between the wire and get it to crumble. This is just a mess. It was really tough, but we got it out.
Still doing it.
Last little corner there. We got it back under the fence, under the door. Now we're gonna set our height and we'll cut the bottom of this door just above the concrete a little bit. We'll be running forms here shortly. It's coming together pretty nice. This is about 12 inches off of the garage. 12 inches, 12 feet out. They're doing a 3-4-5. Any multiples of 3-4-5 is a right angle. Looks like they're doing 9, 12, 15 being the diagonal. The excavator didn't go far enough. That son of a... Okay. He's a nice guy though. One form here. That's my new height. We picked it up about 3 inches in this corner. Chalk line right here. I just cut the bottom of the gate. Now we're 3/4 of an inch above concrete. All that water that used to lay there is now going to flow out and down the pad. Good. Sure, Mark.
He's there, man.
Yeah. Perfect fish. Good.
What, I miss it by 1.5 inches?
Yeah, just
Jeez, that's terrible. Okay. Out the front sidewalk, and Steve was getting this all ready while we ride back.
we were having a sip of coffee and a drink of water. I was out here getting this ready.
Jeez, everybody's beating me up today. So one step, flush with the asphalt, a little bit low. That way when the snowplow comes down, he doesn't hurt the concrete or hurt his plow. And then we're going to put those precast steps right back in place. Good. Checking for overhead wires. We have an air gate on this. Boy, does that make it nice. So you can do that from inside the cab. Our old truck, you had to stick your hand out the door and work the lever up there. All the way up. So this debris and that debris in the truck. Then we'll gravel this. Anything left over, I'll put this right beside the tailgate and we can dump that at the garage. Okay, we got this all graded. We left this approach about 5 inches, 5.5 inches. UPS trucks coming in here, whoever. Now we don't have to worry about the end of this driveway. Just storing everything back out of the way. I left all my extra limestone here. That's what they have on this lane. So we'll just leave the debris behind, clean it up for them. That'll make everybody happy. That's the name of the game, right? We're grabbing the tamper. We'll zip over that. Jim's picking up wire and rebar. We are good to go. Sure. Okay, not too bad. 11:30, mixer's here. Shouldn't take too long to pour it off. All our reinforcements in. We didn't put it up on chairs. We have to pick it up as we go. We have to wheelbarrow that corner, so you can't do that and chairs at the same time. So we just pick it up as we go. Not a big deal. I'll get the camera set up. Okay, underway pouring. I wrapped all that wood with expansion joint, and we have 2 rods heading back. We'll pick them up, and I have an expansion joint ready to go, separating the walk from the drive. All right, I'm going to join in and help. Okay, we're doing a quick cleanup. We only need 2 chutes out front. Cleaning those off. We'll be out front pouring that shortly. Steve's just doing a bull float. We like to go against the grain of the direction I was straight edging. We like to bull float it the opposite direction. Take those little ripples out, get it nice and flat. Cleaning it up. There we go. Okay, we're heading around front. Pouring out front. Getting our rebar here. We held this step back about 3 feet. That way the snowplow never hits it. A little bit more and we'll jump up top. Tell them that's good, Steve. I like these kind we can just shoot. Is he gonna have it? I hope so. Just floating it right to that blue line. Sounded pretty empty. We may need that.
I'm through that, dude. That even longer, keep it hugging.
Okay, I think we have it. We're heavy here. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, we have a pile of concrete down here that needs shoveled up top. I think we're really close.
Let me take him back in the stand.
Yeah, he can wash up right over there. Even just right there.
Man, I'll take that shovel.
Okay. Let me set the camera down and get this worked out. So the first thing we do when the concrete's ready is go around the perimeter with our edger, slow and flat. We don't want to dip those edges. Cleaning off the board. Just truing everything up. After we get done pouring, just look at your forms, make sure nothing moves, nice and straight. If it does, you can adjust it a little bit before the concrete's hard. At the end of our driveways, we use a curb edger in 6 inches. It just gives you a line. Not really for crack protection, it's such a small indentation. It just looks nice. Not quite ready to cut yet. Mixer is leaving. Okay, so the driveway is ready to be broomed. I got my corner cuts in. Now you can see as people run over that, That'll flex, crack right there. You'll never know it. We're wired and rebarred together. 10 foot, 20 foot. So these are 12 by 10 pads. Nice size, shouldn't have any problem with them. I'll show you what I was doing up here in the corner. I have an inside corner right there. So I have a cut coming off of that. That way if this needs to move, shrink a little bit, we're covered there off of this post and this way as well. What do you think, Ted?
Good.
Good. We are all done back here. You know, this is just gray broomed concrete, but we want it to look as nice as we can, right? So just all of our cuts where they're supposed to be, all the edges opened up nice and clean. Everything straight. That's how we want it to look. I'll get a splash of sealer. Let's head around front and see how they're making it. Okay. This concrete is a little bit softer. We'll be brooming it short. Okay, here we go. Last little broom. So with our concrete even, slightly lower than the asphalt, the snowplow will come right over, won't even touch it. Okay, a little bit of cleanup. Dressing up the edges. Show you around back. So SRT from ChemMaster is what I prefer to use on my broom concrete. SRT from ChemMaster. I just said it 4 or 5 times. Want to have some fun? Take note at all the comments. Hey, what did you use to seal that with? I have fun with it all. SRT from ChemMaster. It goes on milky white and dries nice and clear.
That sun's making it hard to see.
Yeah. Okay, we had about an hour and a half, 2 hours left when we finished up that other project. So this is real close to my house. We just ran up here. Tom and Jim got here first. They dug this all down. We're putting 2 inches of foam and 5 inches of concrete all through here. This is a heated service garage. 2 car lifts, 1 in each bay right there, and this is just an open bay. We're gonna get this set up and probably pour it next week. So we're going for 2 inches of stone underneath there. We'll get it all leveled out and tamped and put our foam in. Jim's marking our height with our 3/4 of an inch fall. Minimum fall in these bays. That way if you're laying under a car on a creeper, you're relatively flat. That's the idea. Okay, plate tamping, everything in place. Once we tamp it down, it just went down a little bit, so we're just dusting it again, re-tamp, and check. It's not going to change too much after that. A little bit more through here. Give me a move. I'm filling in our downspout lines. We're doing a pad right here as well. I got to get out of Tommy's way. Okay, final tamping, and it's almost quitting time. So let's get this foam in, and then the homeowner or the heating guy is going to run his heat tubes, and we'll be back to pour this. Steve is working on our last piece. Try and keep them as tight as you can. Now we're going to cover this over with plastic. You can tape the seams or cover with plastic. I think one or the other is good, but you got to do something. If you tape them, now when you're pouring concrete, sometimes that tape does come loose and it gets underneath there. So we always just put plastic over top of it to seal it off. Last thing I need to do with the foam is I need to cut strips to go from here up the wall. So it'll be roughly 6 inches, and then I'm going to 45 the top. That way our concrete will come all the way to the wall. It'll just be on a 45 bevel of foam to the floor. If we just hold the foam down and pour over top of that, it's going to crack at 2 inches. If we hold the foam up, then you'll see 2 inches of raw foam sticking up here. It wouldn't look very nice, and whenever you're power washing the floor, cleaning it, it just wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look finished. So we're going to 45 that. I'll show you that whenever I get it done. All right, let's see this last piece to the puzzle. Doing his notches for the posts. I can't remember, so maybe you viewers could help me. This is a heated floor. Does the cold outside pull the heat, or does the heat inside draw the cold? I can't remember which way it goes. Matt, do you know? Does it hot moves the cold, or cold moves the hot?
Hot moves the cold.
Hot moves, that's Matt's guess. He sounds pretty confident. Final answer? Yeah. All right, there he is, all done. Got our notch for in there. Okay, that's it for today. Just got back to the garage. Trucks are all unloaded. Time for dinner. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. I hope you enjoyed this little project. We're just going to stop down in a day or two and put those steps back in place. Time left. We came back over this job we did earlier in the week. We just need to grab these steps, swing them right here into place. Piece of cake. All right, there it is, all done. two super nice people, we don't mind doing a little bit above and beyond for people that are that nice and treat other people that nice. So as always, thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. See you real soon.